I'm Big Belly.
And I'm Bumbles.
And we are
Big
Belly
Belly Bumbles. Well, hey everybody, I know you never thought you'd see this skid steer again. This is the skid steer that we owned up until we owned it from the end of May to September. We even tried to build a channel on it called Big Belly Beaver. If you were watching us back then, you know that we tried to change our channel. We got out of trucking and we tried to change our channel to a land clearing channel called Big Belly Beaver. Well, that tanked for us. That did not work for us. And there's a variety of reasons that could go into later. But this is the skid steer track loader that we sold back in September, if you were with us back then. And it has not made it very far from us. We were in Dawson Springs, Kentucky, which is not far from Cerulean, Kentucky, but that's where we are this morning. This is the last day of the year. This is December the 31st, if you can believe it. We are on the last day of 2024, and every fiber of my being wants to say good riddance. Good riddance to 2024. It's been a very difficult year for us in many regards, but the gentleman that bought it actually lives in Florida, but he's up over the holiday weekend. And this is his property here in Dawson Springs, which looks very different than it did back in September. He's built a shop up here. So he's up here just for the holiday, and he's been clearing his land. So he's been busy using this. Look at that. So anyway, he had some mechanical issues with this, and he wanted to see if Stephen would help him with that. And so, of course, Stephen was available, so I'm thankful for that. Well, you can hear it. There's a big wind coming in, and you can hear it. It's awfully cold. And so, Mr. Rick, what's been you were using it, and then it just stopped?
No. It didn't stop. We shut it off, and then it didn't start back on. And then I tried jumping it, and it wouldn't jump.
This is gonna be right in my way. That ain't gonna work. I think your short piece would have worked better.
Yeah.
That way we could put it.
Well, we can clearly see that you've been using it. That's for sure.
Yes.
Look at all these trees down.
Right where the new barn is sitting, it was all like that. It was all stuffed with trees.
Yes, it was.
And then behind the barn is like really clean. That we also went ahead and Stephen helped it.
Yes. So when we were on this property in September, this building was not here. Mr. Rick has been very busy taking care of upgrading his property, and he has. He's put all this gravel in. This was not here at all. And then he is building a back deck patio to his house. You can see they're working on that right now, actually. So it's going to be a 2-layer back patio. And so all that building construction has happened since we were here at the end of September. So they're working on that right now. And then all of this gravel has been brought in. And then this building, he tore down an old shed he had here and has built this building, and all of this was woods. So he definitely needed the track loader and has been using it for sure. Look at all the clearing that has happened. So again, Mr. Rick actually lives in Miami, and he has property here in Dawson Springs, Kentucky. And so he's been busy. He's got track loaders in Florida. So he left this one up here, but he does have plans on taking it back to Florida. He's hired somebody to take it back to Florida for him, to load it up and to transport it back to Florida, to Miami. I mean, I can't get over all of this clearing that has happened since we were here last. Look at that.
And I took his word for it.
It's pretty amazing, really, to once again see the track loader, and I'm thankful that Stephen could help him.
Applied, I got the job and everything. Went up there, had to go do a DOT inspection, and everything underneath it from the bumper to the rear tail light was shot. So I had to borrow 30 grand, and I'm building it. I'm trying to get it done as fast as I can. Cause
Well, what's wrong with it though that you're spending so much money?
Everything.
Kingpins are shot. Kingpins are shot. The drive line's shot. The bushings on the whole, everything that holds the rear end together is shot. Basically, the air system is shot. Everything is shot. It's just 100. It's 1,500,000 miles, and nobody did any maintenance on it.
Ow.
So the guy.
Whoa.
So the guy deceived me. And it's a sad thing because he's such a nice guy too, you know. I would have never pictured the guy to be that way. I think that it's just really a horrible situation, but we'll get through it. So
What are you able to do here?
this thing here doesn't want to move for some
Last
reason.
time you didn't remove that.
Yeah, but we had to get it out of the way to move the battery, you see? Right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my son-in-law to come over here and help us.
Let
So
me
you can
see.
hold that.
Yeah, that's awfully heavy.
Ready?
No, wait a minute. I have to get the battery out now. Get on my knees down here.
Oh, I remember holding that open. That's a very heavy door.
It is. Well, it's because of hoses.
The hose is prevented from opening right.
Well, I am glad to see all the work that you've gotten done with this machine.
I gotta get in here more and finish what I started. I'm
Well,
scared of working in here.
I think I found what's wrong with it. Look at there.
What? What is it?
It's not even hooked up.
What it?
That's
That comes off the battery.
that's in the back.
I don't know which one it is. It's the negative,
Whoa.
I think.
Well, that's
How'd that happen? So it's a battery cable that wasn't
So
even...
that goes, I think it goes right here, but why was it back there? So what you need is a battery cable, not a battery.
Oh, well, I guess you have an extra battery then. Did you actually buy a new battery?
yes.
That's the new one. Well, you know the battery that we put in it was brand new.
Yeah, I know. I was here.
Yeah. So I told Stephen last night, I said, well, it's got a brand new battery.
The cold messes up batteries once in a while.
I don't understand why this is. So here's another negative, and it's hooked. This negative, I believe, was go right here.
Remember the last time we removed some things?
Yeah.
That we took out the.
But yeah, it's still hooked up though. All right, let me get some tools here. It looks like
Wonder what the weather's like in Miami.
Raining.
Oh, raining. Oh.
Been raining a lot over there.
7/16.
I really like your new building. That's amazing. That's
I gotta
amazing.
get out of here. I gotta go get some tools. Let go of my arm.
Let go of your arm.
Well, I'm stuck in here.
Oh.
So it's getting to the machine.
Oh, I gotta get a 7/16 and remove that one cable.
We need Mr. Trump back in office.
We lost AJ, by the way.
You did?
Yeah, the state. So I sold my truck to keep my family together, and it didn't do any good. Didn't do any good. We lost him anyway.
That's why AJ is not with us. He's in foster care right now. So he spent Christmas in a foster family.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's been a trying year.
Sure it has, man. That's like really bad news.
Yeah, we're not allowed to have any contact with him for a month.
I took him on the road with me, and then with all of his doctor's appointments and court appointments, I couldn't make any money, so I traded it for this thing, and I couldn't make any money for this thing, and so I took that money at what we got out of this and got another truck, and then this truck
problems and
the guy was a deceiver, and it's
never an easy road.
yeah, well, we're going through some challenges for sure.
So AJ is in Beaver Dam. He is in a foster family in Beaver Dam.
Yeah, AJ just keeps getting in trouble.
And he continues to have issues, and so it was a very sad Christmas. We didn't have our son with us for Christmas.
Sorry to hear that, guys.
So
He looks good.
he is a good
He's a beautiful
kid, a
kid.
beautiful child, but he has
Look how that's disconnected.
but he has a lot of mental health issues that we cannot resolve. He has a lot of mental health issues that we have not been able to resolve. And
he's really good when his dad's around. So let me see what I did with those two. Now I'm losing track of my bolts, and that's not good. I need to have something to put this
Here,
stuff
let me.
into.
You want me to get you something?
Yeah, I'll need
Let me go
something.
get a little bucket.
well, I guess the cat's out of the bag now. We haven't discussed that on YouTube yet about AJ being in foster care, but it is now. We'll have to make a separate video, and we will. If you're listening to this video and you're like, whoa, what's going on here? We will make a separate video, I promise. We will make a separate video where we talk about our son being in foster care. But since it just oopsie came out of the bag, talking to Mr. Rick.
Well, I'm talking about the year.
Yes, we were talking about the year and what a difficult year it's been. So I bet you all who watch faithfully realize that AJ has not been around lately. If you're a faithful watcher and you see that AJ has not made any cameo appearances in our videos lately, it's because he hasn't been home in a month. Hasn't been home since December the 3rd. And that was 4 weeks ago today. Today is December the 31st, so 28 days ago, a whole 28 days ago, AJ has not been home. And we'll make a separate video and talk about that. There's a lot to it. But yes, so in brief, AJ has not been home for a month. He's in foster care, and we don't expect to have him home for at least 6 months. But that will be a separate video.
Where are they?
I don't know. There's these nuts that the bolts there's two right here. That's these, and then there's one more that come out of here.
Throw them
It's
in there.
supposed to be in here somewhere.
Uh-oh, you dropped it in the bag.
And then this one here. So I don't want to lose them, so they got to put them back together. All right.
Was there another one, Stephen?
Hello?
Did he find the one big one? There's one missing.
Bien, con frío ahí.
We'll find it.
Esta voy a 30 y pico. Si estoy trabajando afuera, mano, tengo. Estoy trabajando. Yo arreglando la máquina, un equipo que tengo aquí.
This is positive.
Sí, sí.
And then there's this one
Yeah.
negative here.
Yeah.
Negative, negative. That's negative. Why does it have a breaker on a negative? I don't understand that.
Igual y como está, ¿cómo se siente?
Something doesn't feel good right there. Oh, it's connecting to it. Something going on there. There's a bad union right there. All right, I'm gonna try to get this battery to come out.
Ok, mamá. Dale. Ok, mamá. Dale.
reach your hand over here and grab that.
I got it.
Right here.
Okay, mommy. Dale. Bye.
Come on, you little bitty battery.
Got it.
I'm glad you're holding the door, Mr. Rick, because it's kind of hard to film and hold the door too.
Why would they do this?
Stephen told me it was a bad place for a battery.
Yes, it is.
It's a bad design.
Come out here, you.
Well, if AJ were with us, he would have enjoyed your grandchildren, I guess, for sure, if he were with us. But the foster family that he's with has 2 other kids.
No,
so.
that's a positive there. I don't want to touch it to anything. This is very close. Oh, all right, now I gotta see what it takes to get that negative off there. What's that look like? What did I have? Oh, come on. What do I got? What is that? 7/16. Need a 10. Oh, come on. I don't see anything any bigger. Come on.
You want me to get you my tools?
Oh. Trying to figure out what I did with the next size. Maybe here. That's probably too big.
It's too big.
Too big, it looks like. It's gripping onto it. I think it's too big though. It says 13.
Gotta start doing my canoe, my kayak stand.
Oh,
Make
is
it today.
it a kayak stand?
Oh, no, I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make one out of those PVCs over there.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's something you're gonna build then. Oh, so are you an avid kayaker then?
I'm gonna have it outdoorsman.
Oh.
I like everything outdoors.
Okay, all right.
You like everything.
Yeah, I like everything. I like kayaking, hiking, fishing, hunting,
All right, wait till you can take
riding
this
bike,
battery out of here.
ATVs. I like everything.
Get this off of here. Come over there, please. I need something to reach up under here.
So you also have had a very trying 2024.
Yeah. He just told
You know what?
about-
It's.
He just told you what happened to his home over there.
Right. Because you have property in North
I
Carolina.
got property in North Carolina, but work has been probably the worst this year. But the best thing is, the biggest blessing is that the family, everybody was okay. Everybody had a good year. Nobody got sick. Nobody got hurt.
Amen.
So that's the plus.
Amen.
All right,
So,
I'm gonna stand up. I can get this battery.
so briefly describe the devastation of North Carolina. You have several properties in North Carolina, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Like how many properties? do
I
you
got
have?
2.
Okay, you got 2
Yeah, I got 2
properties
of
in
them.
North Carolina.
Over there, Helene, the hurricane, hit hard. And we live under a ball that's up there that's at 4,800 feet. And they must have picked up a lot of rain and took it down the hill. And a lot of people lost their homes. I didn't lose mine, but I just had a slide. You know, a mud slide. And trees also. Just mud and trees that hit the house. But nobody was there. Nobody got hurt. Everything's clean. God will let us keep on going.
Amen.
Yeah.
Come on now.
How many properties do you have? You actually live in Miami right now,
I
right?
live in Miami. You know how people like
Can
cars?
you pull back on that fan trap?
This one, yes, sir. You know how people like cars and boats and gambling and women. I like properties. I like land, so since I was in my early 20s, that's what I've always done.
It's
Try
had
to
different
gather
properties.
land,
Yeah.
There was nothing on them, just vacant, because I couldn't afford a structure. But little by little, look, I put structures on my properties.
Yes, you have. Look
Yes.
at that behind you. That's really
little by little.
amazing.
Wow.
You got it out.
It's coming.
You're the man.
He is the man.
You are the man. I got pretty close.
So this is
Huh, Steve?
Yeah.
I got pretty close, man.
So you all, this is the battery that we purchased back in September.
This has got 700 cranking amps.
This was 800.
Oh, so is that going to work? I mean, it's the same.
No, this was a little bit more crank, right?
But it'll fit,
Yeah, it's got
right?
a little bit more cranking
Yeah,
amps.
it'll fit. Yeah, it'll fit.
120, 115.
So you're saying, Stephen, I hear you saying that the cables came undone. It wasn't a bad battery, or
I haven't got to that yet. I'm swapping batteries right now.
okay. But you at least, Rick, have a reserve battery.
Yeah, I'll keep that.
That
Absolutely.
it would have to be a good reserve battery.
I nearly had to turn it upside down to get it out. There you go in there, battery. All right.
Ready?
Let me know when you're ready. Them hoses are really a bad deal, you know. You can get my back free there.
Get your back.
Yeah, I'm caught up.
Oh, you're stuck?
My coveralls are stuck up right there.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to get in here.
It's a good thing you're a little man.
Yeah. All right, which one is positive? Okay.
If you were, if you,
Positive to the left. Wait, is there any way that you could come out? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay.
All right.
if you were an obese man, you wouldn't be fitting back there, Stephen. So that's good.
Woo! All right. Let's see if I can get this.
Because
thing
that's
back
heavy,
down
you
there.
all. That is a very. Mr. Rick is holding it back with all his might.
It's not that it's heavy, it's just the hoses.
Oh, the hoses
The
are.
hoses
The,
are the issue.
the hoses. I remember that. The hoses are in the way. The hoses are an issue.
Can you pull back on this one?
Sure. There you go. Got it?
So we purchased, just to review, we purchased this Memorial Day weekend, the last weekend in May of this year of 2024. We bought, well actually, let me clarify. We traded this track loader for Stephen's 2001 black Freightliner and his flatbed trailer. So we traded. There was no cash involved. We traded, to get this machine, we traded Stephen's black Freightliner and his flatbed. And we had it until, and he did 3 jobs with it. He did 3 jobs with it, and we had it until September. We sold it in September to Mr. Rick Ruiz here. And our biggest issue was we could not get insurance on it. Nobody would insure us for this. And they said that Stephen had to have 3 years of experience doing work like this with this machine. That he had to have 3 years of experience. even though he has been a trucker and has driven trucks and been an owner operator all these 20 plus years, none of that was of value. None of that was worthwhile to the insurance company. They said he had to have 3 years of experience with machinery like this. Well, we don't have it. This was the first time he ever owned a machine like this. And so the 3 jobs that Stephen did were very risky because we were doing a job with no insurance and anything could have happened. I mean, anything could have happened, and praise God it didn't. I mean, that could have sent us into complete bankruptcy if something happened and we didn't have insurance. And lawsuits and all that could have been bad, but praise the Lord we were spared from that. But we knew that because we couldn't get insurance on it, we had to get rid of it. And so we sold this machine, and then we bought the truck from Michigan. And tomorrow is the 1st. Tomorrow is January 1st, and it was November the 1st that we bought the Freightliner that Stephen is now currently working on. So, wow, so much has happened in 2 months. So we sold this in September, and then November the 1st we purchased the Freightliner, and tomorrow is January 1st. And so,
Riggs, do you have a strap? Can you give me a strap there?
So, I mean, this has just been a very trying year. So.
Yeah, I was looking. I didn't bring them. Oh, I might have some. Look in the back seat of that truck.
He has a good one.
What do you want me to find?
No, I'm just gonna get a strap because this thing is pretty heavy to pushing it back.
Oh, a strap in the back seat of the truck? Okay. Well, there's been a changing of the guard now.
What was it again? Mike? Rick?
Rick is...
Know your name?
Oh, Pedro.
Pedro, can you pull
Pedro.
back on this route a little bit?
Yes, sir.
So there's been a changing of the
just a
guard.
little bit.
Are you the one with the new baby?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you all meet Mr.
You don't have
Pedro.
a grandson, huh?
Yeah, I got Rick already 2 grandsons already. 2 granddaughters, I'm sorry.
So you have 3 kids?
2.
Two children.
Yeah.
So this is Rick's son-in-law, Pedro.
Let me get this out here.
And he said that your baby girl's 2 months old?
One of them is 2, and then one of them is about to turn 2.
Oh,
Go
okay.
now.
2 years old.
I thought I heard him say something about 2 months old.
Yeah, I have a 2-month-old and I have a 2-year-old.
Oh, you have a 2-year-old and a 2-month-old.
Yes.
No, I threw a cable out here somewhere.
Oh, here. Is it this one by any chance?
Yeah.
Are you both girls?
Both girls. I'm a girl maker.
Ah, you're a girl maker. Steven's a boy maker.
Oh, I need the nut that goes to this. So I wonder where that is. Where's that bolt? There it is.
Yeah, dude, when we get to Miami over there, I'm going to tell the guy, well, Rick, to cut right here, a door.
Yeah, I was going to do
yeah,
that before
yeah.
Rick came and bought it.
Because our machine,
I was going to cut a hole there.
because our
And
machine,
then weld a little loop.
Uh-huh.
And then weld a nut on the back of it and drill a hole so you could be a service door.
Yeah.
And I need another one up here so you can service this. See, up there, all the trash comes down, gets in front of that fan and makes that fan seize up. For right here,
Uh-huh.
this is the air conditioner.
Oh, shit.
And there's a fan back there, and all that trash goes down that hole and plugs it up.
Plugs it in.
And then it burns the motor out.
Oh, shit.
So this was a very bad
So it
design.
needs another service door up here too.
They fixed the design on the TL12 R2.
The new ones, yeah, I saw. I
They
was like,
fixed the design.
that's what they should have did with this.
Yeah, but these people, you know how they are.
Retarded.
All these first machines are always problematic.
So you're
It's
saying
a good machine though, boy.
So
It's a
you're
fucking
saying
monster.
that you have track loaders that have that door on the
In
side.
fact, when I
Yeah,
was,
the 12 that we used to have, but got stolen.
yeah,
Oh yeah, he was telling us
when I
about
was
that.
first looking at this, I found that as far as durability, this is one of the best.
Oh, yeah, 100%. 100%.
So
No, I
you're
love these
saying so they need to are you gonna have a door cut into this then?
Yeah, we're going to cut a door right here.
Cut a door into it
And
so
put
you
it where,
can
like
have
you said,
access to all of that.
Well, the nuts are behind it, and it's just
Yeah.
4 bolts.
So I wonder what their thinking was when they designed this machine.
People were complaining, I guess, and they fixed the problem eventually.
I guess, yeah,
Yeah,
because
when you got to go through this, just change the battery.
Yeah, they On my 8, we have an 8, which is a TL weight, and we have to do the same thing. But luckily, the radiator for that one is made to sway to the side. So it's like that door. You just take out 2 bolts here, and it sways to the side all the way.
Well, that's why this one should be.
That's how
What's
that
going to
one
happen
is.
is this is going to get broken.
Yeah, that's how that one is over there. They have the access for the battery. But it's the same concept.
I thought I brought my big wire brush. Will you look in them bag there and see if there's a long wire brush about to make? And the way they put the shutoff and cut all the wires and put them together, they did a really bad job. So, but you know what that tells me? The reason why they did that? This thing must be draining the battery. That feels awful loose. Look at that. It feels very loose. See that?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to cut that open and look in there. Look, hand me that razor, that blue thing right there.
So what's it like having 2 little girls?
Pretty hard work.
Yeah.
Having 2 is hard
Those
work.
girls need a lot of loving, don't they?
Yep, a lot of attention.
Yep.
I always thought that I wanted to have a daughter, but we have 1 son and he's enough. He's enough. 1 son's enough.
I think Rick, all he had was girls too.
Yeah,
Right?
it's 4 girls.
Oh yeah, your father-in-law just has 4 daughters.
Yeah,
So now the girls, but he did say, doesn't he have 1 grandson?
Yeah, he has a grandson.
Okay. I bet he's spoiled.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So my mother has, my mom has 4 grandsons. There are no granddaughters in our
Oh,
family.
you guys are all mostly men.
Yeah. My sister has 3 sons, and then Stephen has a son, an older son that's not my child, and then we have a 12-year-old. All boys.
I really like that truck. I think it's pretty mint.
Yeah,
Pretty mint.
I got that 4 years ago, Ruby.
What was that?
That truck, I got that.
Yeah.
I
You're
got that
talking
about 4 years ago. On,
4.5 years ago.
east side of Kentucky. It was owned originally from a farm that owns all those horses and have a horse farm. And then it got rented, and the guy that I got from bought it and put a new, the new back part on it.
That's a 1996.
Yeah, I think
And
it's...
then,
That's a 96.
Then I got it from him. It had 160,000 miles on it.
We got it from Hazard, Kentucky. We went to Hazard, Kentucky to get that. The funny thing is 1996 is the year I graduated from high school.
See, I told you
Whoa.
it didn't feel right.
Look at that. Things even out inside. Give me a quick second. I'm going to check on my daughter real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. That's not good at all. That's not good. So,
that's the battery cable?
yeah, so that's, you're not supposed to have wires hanging out like that. That's all supposed to be inside of it. The only thing is, I don't think I brought anything like that out here.
Like it would need new battery cables, right?
It'd need a new end on it. Or I could solder it if I
But you don't
see how much wire is hanging out. See that wire? That's less power that it's able to push when starting it.
So it wasn't the battery, it was that was the problem, right?
Well, and I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that's not helping the matters. All right, there's that problem, and then I noticed another problem somewhere else. I think it was right here. I'm at the... See, there's this problem here. Look at that wire.
Wow.
That's supposed to be inside of it, not on the outside of it.
Oh, hold on a second.
So
Hold still.
what that means is it's not pushing the full current.
Yep.
But then I noticed that there was something else over here.
There's a cable that was loose yesterday. This one right here, look. I have no idea where
Yeah,
it
that goes nowhere.
That's a nowhere cable?
Yeah.
Then what's a nowhere cable for?
It comes out of this harness here. It must have went to something, the lights or something.
Yeah, because it has a...
See, but it doesn't do anything. So somebody, there's something going on here too. I got to get it open and find out what it is. See how everything moves around loosely?
Yeah.
And that's the ground. So if it doesn't have a good ground, it's never going to start.
Yeah, yesterday we first got it started. The first day it took us a little bit. We left it charging with a battery charger for a whole day. And then the next day we gave it a final jump and it started. And we left it there for like 2 hours on. And then I did this little job right here with a machine. And I thought at that point it would have been already good to, you know, turn off already. And I turned it off right here and then I haven't turned it back on.
Yeah, it'd be a bad connection somewhere, I'm sure. I mean, if the battery's got power. Did you check the voltage when it was running?
No, I did not.
Yeah, you could check that on the onboard computer up there.
I really like y'all's new building out here.
Really nice.
That was not here when we were here the last time. That's pretty
No.
amazing. How long did it take to get this building up?
Probably like a week or two, maybe.
Hey,
Give
Ruthie.
or take.
Either in my shirt on the passenger side rear door, in my pocket be my glasses. If not, it'd be up front, my
Your
glasses.
glasses. Well, praise the Lord, I found Stephen's glasses.
All right, let me see what I'm looking at here. Oh, it's a whole different subject now.
Oh, now that you have your glasses on?
Now that I have, there it is. Okay. Now I feel like something's going on here, but I don't see anything, which that's cool. This isn't hooked to anything. So.
Did Mr. Rick say that, are you the one that wants a YouTube channel? He said that his son, or son-in-law, I don't know, are you the one that expressed interest in having a YouTube channel?
Nah, well, maybe later, a little bit later on, maybe.
He said he was saying something about how, well, he must have meant son-in-law because he only has daughters, right? So he must have meant son-in-law, but he
Maybe
said
it was.
he said that his son wanted to have a YouTube channel.
Maybe it was his grandson because his grandson is pretty into it.
Oh, maybe that's what he said. And how old is this grandson?
He's 8.
Oh, 8. Oh, so an 8-year-old wants to have a YouTube channel. Oh, okay. Well, I'm telling you, it's a lot of work.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay, well, the good thing is I'm not seeing any broken wires or anything in there, I don't think. Let me go down a little bit further this other way.
We've been on YouTube for 4.5 years, and it took us 3.5 years to get monetized, where we were making money on YouTube. And it's a lot of work to maintain a YouTube channel.
No, it's
Oh yeah, sure is. One time I spent 10 hours building a video and got like 4 views.
Yeah, he had this incredible, wonderful video where he edited it. And
I had
pieced it
4
together.
cameras going over Colorado and had just beautiful scenery everywhere and wouldn't get the views.
And no, it's just that people weren't watching it.
Well, YouTube don't push it.
If people don't make comments on your videos.
If YouTube is not in your corner, you're in trouble.
Yeah, you have to earn a place with YouTube.
Oh, it's 100%. We do it all the time.
You have to establish yourself on YouTube before they start really pushing your videos.
Yeah.
Because he had 4 cameras going in his truck all over Colorado, some beautiful footage, beautiful scenery, lots of editing involved in putting that together, and never could get any views on that.
Wow.
So it's kind of discouraging when
when
you work that hard.
Stuff are pretty discouraging.
Yeah, that kind of stuff makes it go away.
Yeah.
It does real fast when you work that hard and you don't get the views and you don't get YouTube to push your videos out for the algorithm.
Yeah, it's crazy because sometimes you're just making videos and one of the videos that you think is not that good, it makes it. And,
Yeah, we've
think
had
it does a
some.
lot of
That's
views.
right. We've had incidences like that. We sure have. We've had.
Super weird.
In fact, the videos that we worked the hardest on, and that we worked the hardest on.
Yeah, we got a thing. If you work too hard on it, you won't get no views.
Yeah, if you work too hard on a video, it doesn't get the views. If you just haphazardly put something up that is like just unedited and unpolished, and you put something unedited and unpolished, it will get the views.
All right. Well, I don't see anything wrong with it there, so that's a good thing. Now this is through here.
That's a tangled mess.
It is. They got it all jacked up. So, see, I'm trying to make heads or tails of it. It's like I was trying to figure out, why does this have a fuse on it? And it's hooked to the negative, but it's not hooked to the negative. But, see, this is a negative right here. And then, but what it is, it goes through this, whatever you call this, wiring. My brain always does that when I want to say something.
Did you find the bowl that you were looking for? You were missing something, weren't you?
Oh, well, I'll look for it when I go to put it back together.
When you go to put it back together.
I'm checking wires right now.
So what are you going to do about that cable that had all that copper sticking out, Steven? Is he going to have to replace that cable?
Well, see here, this is
Show Mr. Rick.
this is a positive, and you see what they did here?
Yeah.
See that? Half of it's not even in there. So that means it's carrying half the current, right?
Yeah.
So you're not going to ever get full current. Now, I don't have one of these to fix it right now. Or if I had a soldering, I would solder it, and that would help it get contact.
Do you have soldering iron here?
So it needs to either be soldered or cut
That's
this,
gonna get replaced.
get that replaced.
Once I get back home, I'm gonna get all that nest of wires.
Yeah, it's really
It's
something
a
else.
mess, man.
So that's what I'm doing right now, is making sure there's no broken wires. And
So you do have plans to ship this back to Florida, you said, right?
I'm shipping it to Florida, and I'm gonna get my mechanic to work on it for the next month.
but what I was telling him is they had that switch. You remember that switch that was on there?
Yes.
Well, so my theory, this is my theory, is that something is draining the battery, and that's why they put that on there.
Yes.
So
We gotta figure out what it is.
yeah, I don't know what.
And he also said to open 2 doors here.
Yeah, one for the top and one for the bottom.
Yeah.
You had to cut some doors into the side for
All right,
access.
well-
Yeah, we'll have Guy figure out what needs to get done. You know,
I'm not seeing
that guy,
anything.
he's like a Cuban Jesse James. He's amazing with
A
steel.
Cuban Jesse James.
Yeah, he's amazing with steel and
Jesse James, the bike builder.
the bike builder.
the bike
The
builder,
bike builder.
not the outlaw. Jesse
no,
James,
no,
the
no.
bike
Bike
builder.
builder.
Shooter.
No, he's a good builder.
That's good to clarify.
Yeah, he's a good metals guy and
Right.
he paints good. He's like a.
So you have somebody.
He leaves the machines brand new.
You have somebody like that on your payroll?
I had him, but I got rid of him, and he opened up his own business.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you don't have him anymore?
No, I gotta pay him now. I don't have him on my payroll anymore.
Oh wow, wow.
Guy's worth it though, man. He's really good.
Well, I'm glad that there was clarification. You said Jesse James, and I first thought of the outlaw, but then I do know that there's a metalworks man named Jesse James. So,
Yeah, he's a bike builder.
a bike builder.
He's real good with metal.
Yeah, he's really good.
Let's see,
Well, at least you're getting to see Mr. Rick. You're getting to see what he's going to have to work with, I guess. Your mechanic.
Oh yeah.
all right, let me see now. There was another positive.
This is what the machine really only has. Everything else is
Tight.
tip top, man. It's tight. It really is.
Yeah, we didn't sell you a lemon,
No lemon here.
unlike the truck that we got. Oh my
Just
goodness.
bought a truck.
Am I just missing it? I thought I had
Bought
another
a
cable.
over-road- a tractor,
There it is.
tractor-
Ah,
Over-the-road tractor destroyed.
Oh yeah, we bought a lemon.
wore out. The guy, he told me it was all well maintained.
This is the best.
Yeah.
Dude, that needs to come from the dealership too. I'm not gonna lie to you. Drop by your look. Sometimes brand new cars come from dealership, figuring out transmission problems.
There's nothing you can do. You just have to bite the bullet and move on, you know.
That's it.
If you miss the boat and you end up getting it, then it's your baby. So that's what it is. It's my baby.
Yeah, in fact, it was 2 months ago yesterday. November 1st is when we, yeah, November 1st. We purchased it on November 1st, March, January 1st. And it's been a headache. The whole time it's been a headache. Hasn't made any money yet. We've been pouring money into it.
Again. All right, let's see what I need to put this together. 9/16. All right, well, I didn't find any broken wire.
That's good. That's good news.
So it should start, but the problem is it's probably going to drain the battery again.
You think? Oh yeah. Switch.
To get it
What
started.
about if I turn off the switch? Nah, but the yellow one doesn't do anything. The yellow one is just to.
That main
Just
kill
like a-
switch in there?
Yeah, it's just like a choke.
I don't know.
Doesn't kill the battery.
Oh, it doesn't? Well, then it wouldn't do any good if it needs a main disconnect like I had. Whoever had it.
Most of the machines have them. Our big excavator has a kill switch.
But the way
loader.
they had it on here, it was so Jimmy rigged.
Oh.
It was so jerry rigged or whatever you want to call it. That I had to take it off because it wouldn't even run. Rick called me and said, "Oh, you saw me a piece of crap," and I came out here.
Yeah, well,
I
that
brought
was
it
his
out
first
here.
reaction.
I got out here and I took that off and it fired right up.
Yeah, that was your.
But they Mickey Moused us all this wiring to put it in.
His first thought was that we sold him a lemon. That was his first thought, was that we had duped him.
And the thing is it had an interstate battery in it, and I bought this cheap battery and put it in here thinking it was a battery. They had a brand new interstate battery in it. Them things are money.
Oh yeah.
I think interstate batteries, they got good warranties on them and everything.
So we were sad that, Rick thought that we sold him a piece of junk. But
Well, it was just
You guys gotta know we're from Miami, so Miami over there people are pretty bad. Yeah, pretty devious.
Well, he apologized. I mean, he did apologize. Because he was very charged up. He's like,
Yeah.
"Would you sell me a blah, 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 blah?" I mean, an expletive.
Yes, Miami people are pretty devious.
Is that just the culture there? Is that the culture in
Hispanics,
Miami?
Hispanics, I'm guessing. A little
And
devious.
Ruthie's a little sheltered.
that's not a nice thing to say.
It's not a bad thing to say either.
So Stephen says that I'm sheltered. I'm sheltered from the evils of this world.
Maybe. Yeah, well, you Kentucky people are pretty nice.
knowledgeable
So
Life, because she hasn't been out in it. So
once you go to big cities like New York, California.
Oh, you want to hear something funny? We were in Nashville on Saturday, and I don't like driving in Nashville traffic. I get nervous. I get really scared. And
speed up.
and I said, well, Nashville's a big city, and Stephen laughed at me. He did. He laughed at me, and he said, Nashville's not a big city at all.
No, it's not that big. It's big, but compared to other big cities, it's
Like, okay.
getting bigger though.
So,
think it's growing like
do you
crazy.
think Okay, compare Miami.
Since the mass exodus from California, they've been coming out.
Compare.
Florida and Nashville.
So how big is Miami compared to Nashville? Like twice the
Imagine
size?
Miami, you feel the whole time like you're in downtown.
It's what?
You feel like you're in downtown the whole time, Miami.
Oh wow.
Traffic everywhere. For a
Yeah, I delivered
for
down
a
there on the
5-mile trip, it'll take you almost 40 to an hour.
For 5 miles.
Yep.
Really?
Sometimes 2 miles will take you 30 minutes.
2 miles can take you 30 minutes. Really?
Imagine to get out of my house to go to the highway. It takes me like 15 minutes. It is. You can see it. Like you go and see it right there.
I go out as far as I can east and then come around.
That where I live by, I go to the down streets, but everybody already knows that.
Too.
Yeah, the people already know it. I think I get traffic even on down streets now.
Huh.
Imagine, I think Miami went up like 3 million people in a year or nothing.
Because of the mass exodus. Oh
Yeah, people in
wow.
California, and New York and stuff like that.
Oh wow! Yay! Wow! Well, praise the Lord.
Oh yeah.
So that's what it is. It's draining the battery. And that battery probably just didn't recover. Let me check the voltage real quick.
And the cold doesn't help it.
That fan isn't hitting anything when it's running, right?
Let me see.
Just spin it and see it.
Let me see. No, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna fire it, see if the voltage looks good.
We got it started.
The voltage is a little low. It's 13.8. That's not bad, but because I guess that battery might be jacked up. But if it was low, it should be cranking around 14.5.
Yeah.
So I don't think the alternator is really kicking out very good.
Yeah, that's what actually the guy was trying to get yesterday. Actually.
So that battery should have charged back up. 'Cause that's a brand new battery.
That's what I was saying. We had it charging this on.
So, but it's only charging at like 13.8. That means it's charging, but it should be charging more like 14.5.
Okay.
So I say the alternator is getting weak, wherever that is. There it is. Easy change. It's right there. And it looks like a cheap one too, so it wouldn't be very expensive. See it? See it
I
right
see
there?
Right there.
That don't look like a high dollar one.
Yeah, man.
Steven, take the camera and show it, because I don't know what you're. Hold the camera.
The alternator's kicking out about 13.5. See it, ladies and gentlemen? The alternator's kicking out about 13.5, 13.8, and I believe with it just starting it up that it should be closer to 14.5. So it is charging, which is a good thing, and I could be wrong, but I'd be looking at changing that in the near future. Other than that, that spaghetti nest down there needs to be gone through. But he just needs a mechanic to get after it. And
Yeah, the guy needs to.
when is he coming anyway?
I don't know. The record, not the record. The little boy needs to come and pick up the machine around this week.
I'm just
He's
wondering
trying
if
to get a load that the guy's coming back to Miami, so he doesn't get charged a little bit less. So when the guy's coming back, he'll just come back with a skid steer instead of
Okay,
coming back
nice.
unloaded.
Try to do two things at once.
There you go, Rizzy.
Instead of coming back unloaded, he'll come loaded.
I'm trying to figure out an easy way for him to disconnect this battery. And I don't think there's going to be an easy way.
No, it doesn't look like it.
When is he leaving out?
He just said, Rick's leaving out on Saturday. Isn't that right?
So, and they should be coming the next day or two?
Yeah, the guy should be here before we leave.
Oh, well, if you guys just come out here and start it up every day,
Yeah.
run it a little bit, make sure it stays charged. Because I don't trust it. I think something's pulling down that battery. That's the whole reason.
I thought after using it for 4 hours yesterday, that battery right there, I turned it off. I thought it wasn't going to turn on, but it did it, dude. And I used it. I mean, we left it there like 2-3 hours there standing alone, just idly. And then after that, I came here and I did this whole thing right here. And I was like, this
Yeah,
has
it
to
should
be-
have started up.
I said, this has to be enough to start up the machine again. And
Right.
dude, that thing was deader than dead.
I didn't bring a.
Did you find? You said that you were missing a piece. Did you find it?
What are you talking about?
You there was something in your bag.
I will find it when I go putting it back together.
Oh, you do have a soldering iron. Is that a soldering? Is that?
No, it's connect the
Oh.
check the voltage.
It's yellow, so it should be bright white.
So it's a little.
So it's very low. But I don't have an amperage gauge. I don't know. It should have started it up.
The battery wasn't doing nothing, dude. It wasn't like turning over, nothing. Not even turning on the lights.
Wow.
Looks like some big beaver came in here. Look at that. All chewed up. Look at that. Big beaver came in. In fact, when we tried to make our channel about this skid steer, we called ourselves Big Belly Beaver. is what we were gonna try to be a skid steer channel, track loader channel, but it didn't work out.
All right, well, I guess we'll put it back together. The sad thing is that I believe it's going to pull that battery back down. It needs to have that switch on there.
What about if we leave it like this and disconnect? Leave it like this. We just disconnect the positive and we'll connect it back.
Oh, if you guys want to do, if I leave the bolts down here to put it back together, you guys can want to do that. That'd be perfect. That way, we just have to have a 9/16 to take that off. So, I want you to look down there.
Let me ask Rick if he wants to do that.
Okay.
Back in and we'll turn it on so the battery doesn't get drained out.
Okay. Let me, I'm missing the bolt. Those bolts there, but let me show you what you have to do.
Yeah.
So you'll need a 9/16 wrench.
Okay.
And if you look right there,
Yep.
see it?
Yeah.
You take that off right there.
Okay.
And there's 2 wires on there. If you pull those 2 wires off, it won't have any power. This wire and that wire. So this one doesn't even connect. So see that? This isn't connected.
Okay.
So you don't have to take the you don't have to take the big one off.
You
Just
can take
take these 2 off the side behind that bolt,
Okay.
that nut.
You can leave it off right now if you want.
Okay.
And then I'll just connect it whenever the guy comes.
Remember, it's these 2 wires.
Those 2 wires. Yep. No one
And
comes
I'll
from
pull
the side,
them
no
out
one
here
comes-
so you can see them. All right, this is the nut.
Yep.
This is the positive.
Yep. And then the one in the back.
Yeah, this one here doesn't want to come off. That one there, the one I was telling you needs to be soldered.
Yeah.
So those 2 just have to go on there
Okay.
like that,
All right.
and this one, and put that nut on, and she'll fire up.
All right.
So that should keep it from draining. Let me put that back on there so you don't lose it.
So for now, it should be good.
Yeah, it's got a good fresh battery.
Okay.
So if you put those on there, she'll fire up.
Alrighty.
Now I just got to find that bolt that goes to this door here, and then see, I'll set these here,
You got it.
and I find that bolt, and then we'll be good. What was that noise?
No, I just closed the.
Oh. So,
Okay, you found it.
So this is the one that goes here,
Yeah.
here.
On top. Yeah.
So I'll put these 2 in,
You got it.
and then when
put that one
you
in.
want to close it up, put this one back in.
I'm glad you found it, Stephen. Praise the Lord.
It might be Friday.
We make a habit, Pedro, of praising the Lord. So we
No, that's the best. That's the best thing. to
we praise the Lord.
Forget about it.
All right.
All right. So do you know what we're doing? Stephen, talk to Mr. Rick about what you're doing.
Go ahead, Rosie. You got it.
All I
man.
know is you're leaving it open. That's all I know. I don't tell him, or Pedro can tell him, or
Okay, I believe something's draining it. I'm sure you know. I think something's draining it. Obviously, something is draining it. The alternator is kicking out 13.7, 13.8, meaning it's working, but it should be kicking more like 14.5.
Okay.
So I believe it looks like a cheap alternator. It doesn't look like very much.
Okay.
And it's easy to get to. It's right here.
It's right
You can see it right there. See it?
Yeah. Okay.
So it's an easy fix. I think that alternator is a little weak, but on top of that, something is draining it. So when your wiring man gets a hold of this thing, put another one of those switches on there.
Okay.
That way you ain't spending $1
And
billion.
Security too.
Yeah,
You
but
ain't spending $1 billion trying to chase down a voltage problem, because you can. You could spend
a
forever
lot of
looking
money.
down.
Yes.
It's better just to shut the thing
Kill
off.
switch, but do it. You
The
know.
problem is
that
they
makes
did
sense.
it
Yeah,
jinky.
they did a cheap ass.
Yeah, they're a nice one.
Did
Yeah.
something
A
good.
good
You saw what we had to
Yeah,
go
and
through.
that thing was like, that was a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, we cannot get it started, not even jumping and doing nothing.
Yeah, he was going ape wire. He was going, wah! I want it to run.
well, of course.
Me too.
But you know what? This track loader has had 3 different owners this year. Seriously,
Yeah.
we got let's see, the man that we got it from got it in February. That's right. The man, okay, we got it in May. We got this in May, and the man that we got it from, he got it in February. So,
He bought it at an auction.
oh, is that? Oh, do you
I'm
know
sure he
that?
did. No, I'm sure he did. This looks like an auction machine. It's from a company.
Oh,
They
okay.
go to auctions.
So he said he acquired it in February. Okay, now let's okay. Today is December the 31st. He said that his name was Dakota, by the way. So Dakota said that he got
Dakota?
this Dakota, like North Dakota, South Dakota. He said that he got this machine in February, and then he only had it for 3 months. He only had it for 3 months, and we got it in May. And then we only had it for 4 months, and you said you bought it in September. So Dakota had it, Steven had it, and now Rick had
I would
it.
have kept it if I could have got
3
some money
owners
for it.
in 1 year.
If you'd have hired me, I'd have kept it.
So,
I'd love to be able to work from the house.
but
I'm so tired of trucking, but I gotta
you're in.
put in 8 more years.
Oh, you're a truck? Yeah.
33 years now.
Oh, well. What do you haul?
Anything and everything.
General commodity. Whatever you pay me to haul.
It's like 100.
Oh, some people have specialty, you know? Some
Huh?
people only haul fuel.
Some people only haul equipment.
Only haul cows and farm animals.
No, he's
I
never
don't
done
haul cows and I
livestock.
don't haul fuel because you gotta have
You gotta have special
endorsements. I just got
But I hear
approved.
that the people that haul the cows and stuff make pretty good money, huh? Is that true?
I originally, or not originally,
And those guys always
but
drive
I
in the
went to a
fastest.
cattle company and got the ins and outs about it. So this is what happens. When they're ready to move their cattle, they put them in a watering lot and they fatten them up. Get as much food and water in them as possible. When they're to their top weight, they load them up and then they're losing pound by pound by the hour.
So you gotta go.
So you have to race to that lot
Those people
because
haul
you
their
get,
ass all the time.
you get paid by the weight. And so
Wow.
them drivers, when they leave, that's why you see them running down the
Dude, I
road.
always see those animal haulers.
Cattle
hauling
hauler.
ass going.
You tell-
Okay, I didn't know that.
yeah, you got to get that cattle
That
wagon
makes
there.
sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense as like the guy paying for that.
Yeah.
Like that, they get there quick.
They're, I guess the Chinese market got in there and made it that way, made it where it's such a challenge.
The Chinese, man,
They're frugal.
they're sticking it to us.
So hopefully, Mr. Rick.
Well, we got the man now.
Yeah, we do.
So you're the third owner of this machine in 1 calendar year. So
I got something
hopefully,
for you, my friend, that you're gonna love.
you got something for me,
No,
for Steven.
for Steven.
So
I'll show you. But
Hey!
this Steven right here. Look at my Christmas present.
Oh, he got it signed by Trump.
oh, he got it. Is that actually really? All right, show me the other picture, the T-shirt.
He
It's a mega hat. Look how big it is.
He's fun.
That's for King Kong.
you know why? he works. He's a police officer back home,
Oh, is
and he was doing detail in Trump's a golf course in Doral in Miami,
yeah?
and he made good friends with with
security?
one of the agents. And he said,
Got him a
he got
hat,
him 3 hats.
Wow.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, 3
You can
hats.
blow that up a little bit
Cool.
bigger. So this is actually signed
That's
by
that
Trump.
by Mr. Trump right there.
And that's for you got that for Christmas?
I got that for Christmas.
You got that for Christmas. That's
My
so that-
son-in-law gave it to me.
for Christmas. And then your shirt. Go back to your
To
shirt.
my wife. My wife got that for me.
Oh, well, that's great. Wow. So amazing. Well, hopefully you're squared away on what Steven instructed you to do on all this.
The machine started perfect.
It did turn right up. Like it wanted to. Like,
This,
oh, go.
yeah, these screws are. Where are they? Where's it going for this? Put them in that way. This one missing. The rain is gonna be
Now, would you be after you get this fixed in Florida? Are you going to be bringing this machine back?
Absolutely, that's what I bought for.
You bought it for this property, yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Here, put that in your pocket, will you? Thank you, sir.
So much.
Thank you. So hopefully we.
So he knows what to do, right? Just a couple screws.
Yeah, I
and-
showed him. No, it's not a couple screws.
Hey, back those 2 things on the
There's a
side
little
there.
bolt right here and these 2 wires. And she'll go. It's a 9/16.
Well, let me get a good handshake, Stephen. Let me get a good
Steven.
handshake
For the camera.
for the camera. For the camera. Yay! All right. Well, thank you so
What are you gonna do
much.
with that battery?
You need it? If you need it, take it.
I
If you
need
need
it.
it, take it.
Oh, it's a good. You
But I
don't.
have the receipt for it.
Yeah,
You have
yeah,
it?
yes we
Or
do.
did I give it to you?
No. I think we still have it.
And turn it back in.
Okay, yeah. You don't want to hold on to it for an extra battery?
No, take it, take it.
Yeah, we do have the receipt on that.
Take that.
All right. Well, we wish you well and Happy New Year.
You too.
Happy New Year. All right.
Hope everything goes great with AJ.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Well, that's it. Happy New Year, everybody. It's a very cold December 31st.